Hi, everybody. I'm Peter Jurgen. I'm the founder and CEO of Sage SEO, and we are a startup that is focused on helping other startups and small business owners tackle the problem of getting content ranked so you can generate inbound traffic to your websites. For today, we're going to be talking about SEO fundamentals, and SEO is the key linchpin from our perspective when it comes to a great content marketing strategy. For us, when we first started looking at content marketing, our goal was to spend less and less on paid ads on Google search and Facebook ads and Google search ads, etc., but still generate the equivalent number of inbound visitors to our website. And so we started looking at SEO, and we understood that SEO was a key driving engine for our content marketing strategy. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So before we kick things off, the first thing is, how important is SEO to your business? And what does SEO mean to your content marketing strategy? And what are some of the things to keep in mind as you are thinking about your content marketing strategy and generating results from your content marketing? But when you think about Google, one of the things that Google is trying to do is solve your problem as quickly as possible. And when they think about how do we solve your problem, they think about what are you typing into a Google search box? And then how do we present you with content that's going to answer your question as quickly as possible? You can very much bet that if your organic search gets clicked on, then you were in the first page of search results. And that is because 99% of searches are always on the first page. People might click to page 2 of search results or even page 3, but I love this graphic. Like if you're in page 4 through 7, you're pretty desperate. And then God help you, what are you still doing here if you're in page 8, 9, 10 in the search results? Domain authority is an important aspect in the sense that how relevant and how important and how reliable does Google think your website is in your area of expertise and just generally when compared to other websites on the internet. Google has their own internal ranking system for determining domain authority for a website, but typically you'll see domain authorities ranging from a score of 0 up to 100. And the higher and closer you are to 100, the more reliable and higher your reputation Google thinks you have. If you don't have content, you're not going to get organic traffic to your website. You may be able to put up landing pages about what you sell and what your business is about, but that's not going to be enough to generate inbound traffic to your website that's organic. Your landing page will suffice if you want to run a bunch of Google and Facebook ads. And if you're okay long-term paying for ads to generate inbound visitors, then maybe you don't need a content strategy. But to me, when you're thinking about your online presence, my general goal is to have a complementary strategy of ads with SEO. And the more effective you get at content creation and content marketing, the less money you have to spend on ads. And the less money you have to spend on ads, the more profitable your business is. When you think about what's valuable, you want to put yourself in your customer's shoes. So what problem does your customer have that you can help them solve? And I know that you can help them solve it by your customer making a purchase of your product or your service, but potentially you can also help them solve that by educating them a little bit about that topic. So maybe there are some nuggets of information that you can put into a blog post that might help them understand and solve that problem. If you're on this call, your day job is not SEO and your day job is not content writing. You're trying to sell your business and learn how to make your business more visible to the internet community. And so solutions out there that can help you, if you can consume them, if you're technical enough to consume them, I think it could be valuable, but don't get too wrapped around the axle of things like that to where it takes you away from that North Star. What is my user search intent for my target customers? And how do I create more content around that that's relevant? So I think if you can keep your focus on that, then anything you do around that will be valuable. And anything you do that takes your time away from that will have diminishing returns. Let's talk about the 3 major types of SEO: on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. So on-page SEO, as the name implies, is anything you do to an individual piece of content to help it rank more effectively. And for search engines to understand what the content's about, be able to share the content, and just generally any structured information that you're putting about on-page SEO. So domain authority is going to go up as you do more and more effective work around your SEO strategy. Some of that effective work is the idea of getting more backlinks. When I say not all backlinks are created the same, getting a backlink from your buddy who's got a WordPress blog that has no traffic Google's not going to really care about that. Getting a backlink from fortune.com or rollingstone.com, Google's going to care a lot about that. So that's why you'll see people do what they call sponsored articles.
can you talk about how you go through uploading your sitemap to Google Search Console?
Yes.
And I think that you can probably do that pretty quickly.
I can,
but
yes.
we are like with a half hour, and we do want to do the site analysis for those two sites.
The SEMrush is a tool that SEO professionals use to do keyword research that we talked about a little bit, but also to monitor websites' performance when it comes to SEO. Google doesn't tell you what the authority score is they have for you, but all these SEO tools will estimate it. So they estimate your domain authority scores of 13 out of 100. And then they'll also rank your website on a scale of 1 to, I think they go up to like 87 million or so. So you're ranked about 37 million in their rankings, and you're up 1.5 million in the last month. So congratulations. I think for you, rather than looking at the referring domains and backlinks, it's probably more important and interesting to look at your keywords you ranked for. So because you are ranking for keywords that are generating traffic. And so if you look at this number here, this number is globally ranking. And so that's what this table is. So you rank for 286 keywords worldwide, 212 in the US. When you dig in, they only let you dig in by country. So when I click in, that's why it does 212 for the US here. So, which is probably what you care about mostly anyway. So 212 keywords ranking in the top 100. They estimate 105 traffic. To give you an estimated traffic cost, this number is the equivalent of if you were to spend money on Google to get the equivalent amount of organic traffic you're getting today, they think you would have to spend about $52 a month to get that, to generate that traffic.